Imagine waking up one morning, checking your mailbox, and finding a notice that says you owe $500 every single day in fines. Not $500 once, not $500 a month, but $500 per day, and the reason, because of a fence around your own property. Now here's the crazy part. You're not even a member of the HOA that is sending you the fine. That's exactly what happened in this unbelievable story. I've lived in my house for many years. It's a quiet place, nothing fancy, just a normal home with a small yard. Around my yard I had a simple wooden fence. The fence wasn't anything special. I installed it for 3 simple reasons: to keep my dogs from running away, to have a little privacy, and to keep my family safe. For years everything was perfectly normal, until one day I opened my mailbox and found a strange letter. At the top it said HOA violation notice. I was immediately confused, because as far as I knew, I was never part of any HOA community. Homeowners associations usually have the power to enforce rules only on properties that are actually part of their community agreements. The letter claimed that my fence violated their community rules. It also said that I had 48 hours to remove the fence. If I didn't remove it, I would be charged $500 per day. At first I honestly thought it was just some kind of mistake. So I called the HOA office and politely explained the situation. I said, "Hi, I think this notice was sent to me by accident. I'm not a member of your HOA." But the response I received was shocking. The person on the phone said, "Sir, your property is located within the HOA community boundary. You are required to follow HOA rules." I told them that didn't make sense. My property existed long before the HOA neighborhood was even built, but they didn't seem to care. The fines start rolling in 2 days later. Another letter arrived in my mailbox. This one was worse. It said fine activated $500 per day. At first I thought it was ridiculous, but then I started doing the math. $500 per day means $3,500 per week and nearly $15,000 per month. This wasn't a joke anymore. Someone was trying to charge me thousands of dollars for a fence on my own property. HOAs can issue fines for rule violations, but only when they have legal authority and proper documentation to enforce those rules. Digging into the records, so I decided to investigate. I went to the county property records office and asked them to look up the legal documents for my land. After a few minutes of searching, the clerk looked at the screen and then looked back at me. What he told me was very interesting. According to the official records, my property was never included in the HOA agreement. That means legally, the HOA had absolutely no authority over my property at all. No authority, no rules, and definitely no fines. The confrontation. So I printed out all the documents from the county office. Then I drove straight to the HOA office. I walked in and calmly explained the situation. I told them, "You've been sending me fines of $500 per day, but according to the county records, my property is not part of your HOA. At first they tried to argue. They said their system showed my house inside the community boundary. But then I handed them the official documents. The room suddenly became very quiet. They reviewed the paperwork for several minutes. Finally, one of them said, "It looks like there may have been a mistake in our system." A mistake. They had already sent multiple letters threatening thousands of dollars in fines, and now suddenly it was just a system error. The final letter. A few days later, I received another letter in the mail, but this time the message was very different. The letter said that the violation notice had been completely cancelled. The HOA officially confirmed that my property was not part of their association, which means the fines were invalid and my fence was completely legal. Just like that, the problem disappeared. But this whole situation taught me something important. Never assume that an authority is always right. Sometimes mistakes happen, and if you don't check the facts yourself, those mistakes can cost you a lot of money. What would you do? Now I'm curious to hear your opinion. If this happened to you, what would you do? Would you remove the fence, or would you fight the HOA like I did? Let me know in the comments. And one more thing I'd really like to know. Where are you watching this video from? Drop your city and country in the comments below. I love seeing viewers from all around the world. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more crazy real-life stories like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.